One. Round one. Capture the objective.
Distributing turrets. Teleporter materialized. Hello.
Stand behind me, friend. Blazes.
My sentry was destroyed. Alive. Photon barrier ready. Get behind me. I have opened the
Force and
tunnel.
Crusaders!
My ultimate ability is ready. Aligning sentry positions. Photon barrier ready to deploy. Get behind me. Let the Kitsune guide you. Yahi param vastavika hai.
Triple.
Constructing my teleporter.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
We should begin.
Oh no, there was a lot of difficulties coming through for them. I mean, I gotta be honest, I didn't see too much of the Bastion turret configuration come out at all. And I mean, if that's what you kind of need to do. You kind of just need to be constantly spamming out this Reinhardt, not really allowing them to be where they want to be at. But now, here we go, the ultimate test for your aim right here. Joe Mama coming out on this Pharah. Gonna be a difficult ask for this Symmetra and this Bastion. Honestly, it's probably gonna be more up to the Baptiste of Golden Vixen to really try and deal with this more than anybody here.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure on your Baptiste, who also does need to keep the tank alive. We see that Alduin is on this Symmetra, but not opting to teleport to the point. Silver finding Rokuro, though. That does open the point up for XL2 to just push Alduin back. And yeah, two members fall. They do trade out finding Joe Mama, but point flip going to go over to XL2 to get started on Lijiang Night Market. Here we see Golden Vixen just tossing themselves off the edge. And yeah, nice clean point. We can see that Alduin just isn't able to take any space here. XL2 is doing a great job of just walking forward and setting up their kill boxes really wherever they want them to. And when you have Joe Mama on this far, you're going to be able to do so much poke damage that it's gonna again impede any progress for Alduin to walk forward.
No, it absolutely is. I love this TP here. It's a little too far out, actually. Speedy getting the kill, and that is tough. That's going to just be some quick cleanups right here. There's no way this doesn't just end up in a team wipe. You lose Joe Mama again, but you've still got this Reinhardt, a Photon Dragon, just here, right? And what are you gonna do about it? Because I mean, there's another kill. A Photon Dragon. If I was Photon Dragon, I'd probably go shatter the spawn doors right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's gotta be tempting, right? You know that your team is behind you. XL2 doing an excellent job of supporting this Reinhardt here. What we really need to see from Alduin, just a little bit more synergy. I'd love to see this teleporter be used for something a little bit more creative. Oh, shatter coming out.
Big time slam, and here come the picks. Photon Dragon trying to get these swings in, but the counter shatter comes in. Game Machine manages to get the huge kills, does the coach for the side of Alduin. In the process though, Joe Mama getting the double kill with this barrage, but now if you're the side of Alduin, just take over this point. You got the kills, just get point, you can hold it down a little bit, and then your team's gonna be able to reset into you. You've got the Symmetra, but Blade comes out.
Almost goes off the edge there, able to climb back up.
Just barely does, and then there it is, quick retake from XL2, and not really much Alduin can do. So now we're stuck here, about last fight territory here. There's only a amplification matrix available for XL2, but from what I've seen Silver do so far on this character, I wouldn't be shocked to see it be a big time ultimate.
Yeah, I looked almost like Alduin is posturing to try and get that teleport to the point, but they're not. They're just standing in the choke, and the window comes out from Silver, immediately deletes Arsenal from the fight.
And there it is, no touch, no touch. That's going to be map number 1 going the way of XL2 in a pretty dominant fashion, quite honestly. I love seeing some Reinhardt come out though. Reinhardt, great job here. Look at the Optimus Prime coming in, but the big time slam, Photon Dragon. And this was a great shatter. Anytime Reinhardt's in the game is better for it. We're gonna ignore that fire strike, but the rest of it was awesome, you know?
Yeah, now that fire strike, the second one, that was the golden, that was the money ticket right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just really a really dominant performance from XL2. I think that especially when you're running this Symmetra composition, you need to use the teleporters a little bit more efficiently. The whole idea of teleporter is that you can avoid any poke damage, right? So you can teleport through choke points really, really quickly, especially on Night Market. There's that really great teleport spot into the window just above point that a lot of teams like to take, and then you can get set up on the point with the Symmetra. So I'd love, if Alduin wants to run this Symmetra composition, I would really love to see the Symmetra just used to her full potential.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the whole reason you do pick Symmetra, like you're talking about, is just to get those TPs. You can even do a fake teleporter somewhere that can sometimes bait people, but I don't think that's what was happening in that last round. I think the teleporters were just put up in a spot that was, a little bit disadvantageous for the side of Alduin. So maybe they don't run that on this next map. But Eichenwald is a decent Symmetra map if you use it to like flip position for your entire team. Especially if you're going to run out with that Bastion again, getting the Bastion positioned on like a high ground behind everybody could be potentially very useful. But I suppose we'll just have to see what everybody decides they want to play here, because I can't say I was expecting Reinhardt on map number 1, so maybe we just see Reinhardt again,
That's true. Yeah, I definitely could be seeing a Reinhardt on Eichenwald here, Reinhardt's hometown. Yeah, second point, it's maybe a little bit harder, but as long as you take the castle up there and claim that high ground, it's no problem. So we will have Alduin starting out on the defense first, so that'll be interesting to see. Of course, if Alduin opts to run that Symmetra comp, you're going to want to be on the defense first for it, so that could work in their favor. If this is the DPS lineup that Joe Mama is kind of locked into, we will see.
And we did see them come out on that Sigma composition initially on Lijiang Tower. So I think that could potentially work a lot better here. There's a lot more space you have to cover on Eichenwald, whereas control maps are just so condensed and tightly knit together that it's kind of hard to run that Sigma as easily into a run that just holds their shield at you. It's a lot of damage that can be stopped. And then especially Speedy just has to be dealt with in some capacity. I don't know what you need to do, but you have to stop this Genji from dashing through and getting 3 to 4 Ks every single fight.
Yeah, that's so true. Speedy was doing a really good job of confirming kills and also like forcing out a lot of cooldowns. We were seeing the BAP lamp come out pretty early as soon as the Baptiste saw that Speedy was on the way because as we saw, Speedy was all through that kill feed. So you want to try and deter him in any way possible. Especially Eichenwald is a really great Genji map if Speedy opts to run the Genji once again, right? There's so many off angles and different flank routes that you can take compared to Lijiang Tower, where we still saw Speedy really doing a great job on a map that isn't necessarily going to have all of the same opportunities for flanks and for kind of surprises.
No, I absolutely agree. I am curious to see if anyone is going to opt to play some Hazard tonight.
Mm.
Maybe not. Seems like everybody's pretty comfortable running the Rhine Sig. You know, the typical things. Maybe we see an Orisa at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't know if Orisa is quite as good as Sigma at the moment. But it is looking like, to start with at least, we're seeing that similar composition come out from the side of Alduin. For a moment there, at least. I saw the Hanzo Bastion. It was there.
Yep. I definitely saw a glimpse of Hanzo Bastion as well. Of course, Alduin being on the defense, we can trust their hero picks just a little bit more. We have 10 seconds counting down on the clock until we get a peek at what these teams are opting to run. Of course, having XL2 on the attack, we will take whatever they lock into with a grain of salt. So, yeah, it's teasing us with the ball. It's possible, but for Alduin, we do have on the Ramatra. So Arsenal is still on that Bastion. We have the Ana Bap as the backline again, and yeah, Miku. I'm slaughtering this name.
See, it's Kibutsuji. That's what that name is.
Kibutsuji. All right.
Yeah, it's Kibutsuji. The name is a play on Muzan Kibutsuji, the villain from series Demon Slayer. That's why he's got the M in front of it.
It's
so
an
fun
anime.
fact of the day. Fun fact of the day for everybody. I just figured that out, so I wanted everyone else to know it as well because I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Oh, love it. Learning something new every day. So, rolling out here, doors have opened. We have XL2 on a dive composition with that Genji Tracer monkey. We do have Silver on the Illari, so quite interesting. Speedy gonna open this fight up really immediately, finding one.
And there's a second one coming through for Speedy. And now you got this spam just coming in onto this Ana. And that's going to be another quick kill for Speedy. And there you go. The point number one gets taken quick, fast, and in a hurry by the side of XL2. That incredibly offensive, almost greedy support line doing a lot there as well. You got that Zenyatta with the Discords just doing that constant additional damage for their team.
Yeah, we will see that Alduin are going to make a little bit of an adjustment here. We are going to see Game move over onto the Diva, Kibutsuji on the Symmetra here, actually. So a little bit hard. Second point, we'll see what they're able to do with it.
Well, they're just trying to... I think they're just thinking this is a counter for Speedy. Just throw turrets, try and slow him down in some capacity, while our Diva manages to pull over and peel for them, you know? Because usually the answer to dealing with something is like, okay, what's the easiest thing that I can play here to try and deal with this thing that is just giving me so much trouble? That's my theory here. Oh, and there goes another kill. Photon Dragon getting Golden Vix. And this Winston just max HP at pretty much all times. It's just great play from Photon Dragon so far.
Yeah, this is going to force Alduin to either back up or get staggered out here. They are setting up on the bridge, so it's going to be hard for them to back up. But we see that Rokuro does come through with a nice nade onto their tank, so able to keep the Diva in the mech. But all this time, Caleb has been pushing for XL2 essentially for free.
Absolutely, and here comes the dive again from Photon Dragon. Double kill coming out, and there's the double pulse bomb coming out from Joe. Person left now is Game Machine, and I'm gonna be honest, this Diva probably just needs to fly off the map or something. You're just staggering yourself at this point.
Yeah, XL2 is rolling into third point Eichenwald with 5 minutes 45 seconds on the clock, and Alduin is pushed up quite far here. They're gonna want to back up a little bit. They do not have the Diva here to keep them alive. We nice. They are backing up a little bit, but Photon Dragon doing such a great job of just taking space every time they see it. We do see Lucky Shot committing that Transcendence, which is gonna allow them to push even harder.
And getting 3. Do I hear 4? Maybe not with the blade, but can this Ana go doing it once again on this Genji?
Yeah, a really impressive stuff, especially Lucky Shot going in there with the Transcendence, able to keep Speedy up and healthy through that blade. So Alduin is coming back into this. They have those support ultimates ready. We might see that Nano go over onto the Symmetra potentially if you really want to deal with Speedy on this Genji. But finding Silver is an excellent pick for Alduin to just kind of push XL2 out here, but Speedy's still hanging around the cart.
Manages to take down Golden Vixen as well. That is a tough loss to have right there. You got to keep an eye on your Ana of Rokuro right now. They're kind of getting spammed out. Gaming Machine kind of pushing up too far on this Diva, having to use the bomb and then dying in the process. That is a tough loss for the side of Alduin right there, because now you've just got this full dive about to come onto your team and you just have no Diva. There it is. There goes one.
One down, and the Pulse Bomb and the Sun still available, and Primal's going to be available soon. We'll see if anyone from UK Alduin is even able to touch. No, Alduin, no touch happening.
No touch coming out there from Alduin. I mean, I gotta be honest, that was a incredibly far extension from Game Machine right there in that last fight. You can't do that when you know you're in last fight territory. I mean, yes, you have the bomb, but you got stuck like out in the middle of everybody like that. That is a tough spot to put yourself into, especially when you know that your team's been getting dove so hard this entire map and this entire series for that matter, because Speedy was a menace on map number 1 as well. Now Speedy has goons to go with him every single dive. You know, it's a lot worse.
Yeah, no kidding. Speedy and the gang is rolling up onto Alduin here. They're gonna have to pull out something incredible on their attack to try and match this 4-minute and 9-second time bank that XL2 put up. So on the defense here, XL2 still Speedy on that Genji, no surprises there. Silver and Lucky Shot sticking on the Illari and the Zenyatta. We will have Photon Dragon moving over to the Zarya instead, potentially trying to get some combos here with Joe Mama on that Hanzo.
You know, I'm always excited to see a Grav Dragon, you know. In the 6v6 playtest, oh, I was so disappointed. My Hanzo missed my Grav. I don't know how that happened. That's a whole different discussion, but, you know, it's always fun to see. And I really like that Game Machine is playing this Winston here. I like this pick. It counters basically everything that the other side is playing right now. The tough part, though, is Arsenal on this Bastion. I just don't know how you get value as Bastion into this comp. It's just going to be way too difficult.
Yeah, there's so much poke damage from the side of XL2, and Bastion, when you use that turret mode, it's so easy to burn you down. Yep, immediately Discord onto Arsenal, and the rest of XL2 just doing a really great job of following up on these Discord orbs, and just so much burst damage coming out from this team. It's gonna be hard. You have the monkey, which is great, but we need something that's gonna go with this Winston, right? We don't really have a great dive kind of option going on for Alduin here.
No, so now you see Game Machine just kind of landing in the dropping the bubble, and that's just not gonna cut it. You got to get up on this high ground, potentially deal with this Hanzo. There goes a little bit of kills, but then in the meantime, Photon Dragon has assassinated basically your entire team along with Speedy. And so now you're stuck here. The Winston does escape with 9 HP, but Kibutsuji dies in the spawn door on that Reaper. That is a tough kill to see happen.
Yeah, we do see Arsenal swapping off of that Bastion, so moving over onto the Soldier, but Joe Mama has their number, finding that Soldier, sending them back to the spawn room. We do also have Golden Vixen that is swapped over onto the Moira, so not on that Baptiste anymore, and again, another swap coming out, so Arsenal's gonna move over onto the Mei. I like that, a lot more survivability with the Mei compared to the Bastion, so I'm excited to see what Arsenal's gonna be able to do with this, especially if you can get a nice wall to split off these supports.
You know, I've got to be honest, I think that Game Machine should be playing Reinhardt now with that composition. That's that's the Reinhardt composition almost, you know. But, you know, I say that and then gets the kill onto Speedy, so this could be potentially pushable unless Lucky Shot gets a, you know, a kick kill onto Golden Vixen like that. Those Zen feet are just something to behold. Look at this Zen, look at this Zen.
Lucky shot is out for blood. Ooh, does get punished by a nice headshot coming out from Arsenal. So this is gonna open up a small window for Alduin to push forward here. That Zenyatta coming back from spawn, of course, doesn't have any form of mobility unless they use the Transcendence to try and get the point faster. So this is Alduin's chance. Rokuro has that rush available as well, so this is a great time to get aggressive and push forward.
You know, unless of course a Grav Dragon were to come out, you know, that thing from earlier, that happened. So, you know, there was a chance there, potentially. Now we're gonna have to go into the next fight and potentially have that chance. But now you've got what I think could be another really sick combo. You could honestly just shoot a captive sun and have Speedy dash at people. You don't even need the blade. I think the dash might just do enough to kill somebody.
Yeah, that's so true. You're gonna be able to get dash reset after dash reset, and Photon Dragon has some bubbles to give you too. So let's see what Speedy does with this.
Oh, out comes the blade, gets one, but then immediate death coming through for Speedy. You see, they try to save Speedy. Joe Mama taking down Golden Vixen. Joe Mama just putting in the work on this Hanzo right now, doing the absolute most. And Photon Dragon, max charge, just continuing to get kill after kill after kill on this Zarya. The Rhine swap does come out for Game Machine.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, XL2 did not see this blossom coming from Suji. So that, honestly, this is what Alduin needed. They just needed to somehow catch XL2 off guard because this full-on front fight was not working for them.
No. Well, it should work better for them now. You know, you've got the Mei, you've got the Reaper, and the Reinhardt. Like, I really like this composition now. You've got a bunch of spam healing, basically, to just go into your Rein, try and keep them alive. You can't let that happen, though. You can't just play out in the open and get headshot by Joe Mama. That cannot happen.
Yeah, I like this positioning from XL2. They're opting to hold close here. Silver finds Golden Vixen too, so no Moira heals available for the side of Alduin. And yeah, XL2 is just gonna play this door, play nice and close. You have the ultimates available. Silver still holding on to that Captive Sun, and they built up to another Grav Dragon.
Oh, that's tough. Here comes the Grav Dragon.
Oh.
No Grav Dragon? There was supposed to be a Grav Dragon. I don't understand. I don't understand. They didn't do the thing.
We've been baited, Shadowfang. It was the Captive Sun that came out, but actually blocked by Game Machine's shields there. However, not going to matter as Alduin forced back into their spawn as XL2 just taking all the space in the world.
And Speedy now on this Junkrat, so that's a swap worth mentioning. So yeah, they're on a thing that Genji can't do as well. What are we gonna do? We're just gonna play a spam hero that can one-shot people sometimes, you know, like that. Yep. What a crazy trap right there.
Yeah, nice Blizzard coming out from Arsenal as well. The Shatter to follow up. It finds two, but the numbers are still there for XL2.
No, absolutely, and out comes the dragon. No grab time. I'm not sure where it went, but it went somewhere on the map, I think.
Oh my gosh, Joe Mama just tried to solo dragon in the mini. It didn't end up hitting him, but did die anyways.
You know, fair enough, I suppose. Speedy is just sitting over here way on top of the castle. Out comes the Kitsune rush from Rokuro, and then you're just going to see the retreat from the side of XL2. Very smart play by them. If you're Alduin, you need to go kill Photon Dragon right now. Like, you cannot just let this Zarya be in your backline like this. Oh, but then they're dying from the other side. Oh, this is a tough spot.
Oh, that's really tough because Alduin feels like they need to push the point forward, so they're pushing the point forward all the while. Photon Dragon and Joe Mama are standing behind them, just firing damage in. We're at the 7 seconds here. We're gonna see that Game Machine's going to have the touch here, but Tire coming out from Speedy. Oh, whoa, what a cleanse from Rokuro.
Great play there, Rokuro. Kibutsuji getting Silver out. That's a good kill. Don't look now, but Photon Dragon's just about got that grab, and Joe Mama just about has the dragon. Doesn't matter though. Doesn't look like they're gonna need it.
Yeah, a kill's coming through for the side of XL2 here. The overtime is ticking down. No one from Alduin on the cart, and that is going to be XL2 going up on the second map and putting us at match point.
And again, pretty dominant performance coming through from XL2. Joe Mama in particular, getting so many kills on that Hanzo, just kind of spamming everybody out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is pretty much it right here. This is the Grav Dragon, but there were other kills as well that looked just like this, I promise.
Yep. That was a dominant performance there from XL2. So we'll see. Alduin, I mean, they were pulling a comp together at the end there that kind of made a little bit more sense. So that's really good to see, and working together a little bit more, but just not really able to capitalize on the XL2 players that are out of position. When we saw the Hanzo, we saw the Zarya way behind Alduin in their spawn. We weren't seeing Alduin turn around and try to confirm those kills, and it came back to bite them, and XL2 found a bunch of picks.
I mean, yeah, if the other players are going to just be all the way back there like that, you need to go and isolate those players out and just finish them off, you know? And if you're afraid of being shot by the people in front of you, you had a Mei. You could literally just drop a Mei wall dead in front of you if you're really like that afraid of being shot at, and then turn around and run. You know, it's just that that has to be dealt with. You can't just allow somebody to hold that position. Like, it's just not something you can allow as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're heading in to our third map. It will be Runasapi. Get your predictions in now. Predict the grapes. Gamble the grapes. See if you can determine which team is going to come out on top at Runasapi here. Yeah, let's see.
And you know, Runasapi, probably my favorite of the push maps, if I'm being completely honest. It has so many flank angles and just ways that you can move around the map that are so creative. Like, there's been a few times I've watched, I'm like, I didn't even know that place existed over there. but you can wrap around in those spots, and it works really well for like dive compositions, I think, at least, you know, from what I've seen. So I think it's going to be a really tough ask for the side of Alduin, because they seem to have they have difficulties when they're getting attacked from multiple angles, and I think that's what's about to happen here. Their best bet, honestly, might just be to run some Mei Bastion, you know, do something along those lines with a Reinhardt. They seem to really like the Bastion, so just run the Mei, you know, full commit to the Bastion if that's what you really want to play.
Yeah, I totally agree. If these are the heroes that you're comfortable on, this is the time to just run it. Don't try to run a composition that you don't understand. You don't play the heroes. Just stick with what you're comfortable with right now, because this is match point. You need to pull out kind of the best of the best that you have right now. So if that means going on that Bastion, heck yeah, let's do it. I would love to see a little bit more timing from you, from Alduin on this Bastion, because when you're using that Bastion form, you really need the rest of your team to kind of be following up on whatever target it is that you're shooting, because although it does a lot of damage, you're not often going to confirm a lot of kills, especially not the way that Silver and Lucky Shot have been playing in this support backline for XL2.
No, you're absolutely right. It has to be a concerted team effort if you're going to run this. And I mean, so it's looking like there's going to be a Junker Queen composition, but with the Hanzo Bastion once again. You know, I really do think that they might want to try and run that again, because they did such a good job with it. Running this Junker Queen, you're going into what looks to be a Doomfist comp here, and I just think that's going to be tough for Junker Queen to get a ton of value on. Everybody's going to be so far away from you that you have to land a knife pull to confirm a kill. You can't confirm a kill pretty much any other way into this comp.
Yeah, interesting. We see that Joe Mama is on that Widowmaker as well, so the support line from Alduin gonna have to be really careful, and also Kibuki on this Hanzo is gonna have to be careful. Try to find a matchup against this Widowmaker.
Oh, absolutely. You gotta watch those angles. Joe Mama, here comes Joe Mama getting ran. Nice slice by Game Machine, recognizing that they need to get rid of that Widowmaker, but Speedy coming in and getting these kills. You know, there you go, the Genji just doing what the Genji does, getting the slash kills, and yeah, that's what this composition is really gonna do. It feels like the Widow is almost bait to get you to walk in so that you can then get Doomfist slammed and Genji dashed over and over again.
Yeah, that you're so right. That is exactly what happened. Joe Mama fell, but didn't really matter because, yes, Speedy was there to just clean up all the other members from Alduin. So we will see that XL2 is getting the early bot lead here. We have Silver on the cart. We actually can see Photon Dragon is up on the high ground too. Oh, nice pick from Joe Mama. So no Baptiste available for Alduin.
And look at Speedy just knee deep in this back line right now, just putting in the damage. And look at this, the Junker Queen getting staggered out. I don't think I've seen this before. I've seen a lot of things, but I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah, the Junker Queen getting staggered out would be quite impressive. Looks like Game Machine actually might get out with their life here, so I feel that almost feels like a bit of mercy, to be honest. I feel like Speedy could have gone a little harder. Speedy's already up to 80% on this blade. Unfortunately, Alduin just hasn't been able to stay alive to do any damage or healing, so really nothing on the board for them to try and counter this blade and this Doomfist ultimate that's coming online for Photon Dragon as well.
That was a nice little pincer there onto Photon Dragon, but Speedy still is alive and has Blade available. There goes one kill for Speedy, and I'm seeing a second one right here on this Juno once he gets the dash. Oh my goodness, and now it's just the Junker Queen of Game Machine alive. Granted, they do get one kill, and so Speedy's going to have to retreat, so you're going to get a little bit, but, you know, XL2 still got the checkpoint, so it's kind of a tough ask to get this bot back. Yeah,
look, Photon Dragon is back already, and the Juno Silver following soon behind. Ultimate's still not online for Alduin. We do have the Rampage and the Dragons coming online shortly, but if we still have the blade from Speedy, and Silver's almost built up to the orbital ray as well.
And there goes one kill with the blade, and that's all you need is one, you know? You don't need much more than that. Nice Rampage coming through from Game Machine, but it might be too little too late here. We'll have to see. Photon Dragon getting the kill on the Golden Vixen, while Game Machine was trying to run down Speedy on that Genji.
Yeah, Game Machine gonna fall late there. We saw the Rampage did come out, connected onto 3, but that's the thing about this this Genji matchup. Everybody has so much mobility on the side of XL2 that even though they got hit by that Rampage, Game Machine isn't able to actually confirm any more damage onto them.
No, it's a tough spot to be stuck in, because like here you go, Photon Dragon just had to use Meteor Strike. Should probably run away here, but I don't think they're going to. They're gonna try and get a kill, and that is a tough spot to be in if you're a Doomfist.
Oh yeah, so much charged punch from this Bastion, and the orbital ray is committed from Silver as well, just to keep XL2 in this fight comfortably. This is Alduin's chance though. If you get a full regroup going in your spawn here, you are coming out with 4 ultimates. Our Arsenal is opting to commit this artillery strike quite early. We'll see if they're able to find anything.
It's Bastion artillery strike. You're usually not gonna find too much with it. Rokuro going down, that's tough because you really needed the orbital ray here. Otherwise, you're gonna get walked right up to this point.
Yeah, Dragons is committed here. Unfortunately, no one from Alduin is going to be alive to try and take some of the space back, but the pick onto Joe Mama from Kibutsuji, it could open up Rokuro to use this orbital ray, but the point is so close to being capped here.
The one kill does come out for the side of Alduin, but you gotta get another kill. There goes Lucky Shot going down, but Photon Dragon and Speedy are still alive. Out comes the blade of Speedy. They get 2. All that's left now is this Mauga, and you know, I don't know. Genji into Mauga is a pretty good matchup for Genji, but you know, what do I know?
Gets so low. Game Machine is able to sustain through that, and Alduin's finally gonna be able to push this bot forward a little bit. Of course, since XL2 had that checkpoint, it does mean that they have the forward spawns, so they're going to be able to take a pretty early fight here, and the dynamite from Joe Mama is gonna be great to build up to this bomb. Yep, claims the bomb.
Oh, the kill does not go out onto Joe Mama there. That huge opportunity that was not taken from Alduin, and I think it's going to cost them this fight. That kill had to go on to Joe Mama right there. That was such a good stomp from Game Machine, but the kill didn't come through. The Bob counterattack comes in, and then you just lose the fight outright. And Rokuro getting staggered out right now, you know, unintentionally, but they probably are about to die here. Oh my goodness. Rokuro lives some way, somehow. I can't believe it.
Saved by a sliver, but not Arsenal falling to Photo Dragon. Picks up a second one as well, and this is looking like XL2 going to be able to finish out Runa Sapi here. Oh, actually, the bot, yeah, pushing forward.
The bot is slowly pushing in, and there you go. XL2 gonna win this game in a fairly dominant fashion, I must say. Alduin just could not figure out what to do about these dive characters. They were just kind of getting, ran at and just surrounded constantly every single fight.
Yeah, the XL2 is doing a really great job of working together as a team. We could see that Speed, we even just in this play of the game, Lucky Shot, the coalescence, you see Speedy immediately dashing onto the targets that Lucky Shot was getting low and able to just really kind of take over this match entirely.
No, absolutely. Just dominant performance from the side of XL2. They really just could do whatever they wanted to for this entire game. And I mean, they look like a strong competitor. I look forward to seeing what they can do against Hadi in the next match to see who can make this playoff push.
Yeah, I think that'll be a pretty good matchup as well. I had the opportunity to cast Hadi last week, so it'll be interesting to see those two teams go up against each other for that playoff spot. And we will have to name an MVP from the side of XL2. I don't know about you, Shadow Dragon, but I saw one person in that kill feed constantly.
Yeah, I can roll with Speedy for sure. I thought he was doing a great job of getting those dash resets and just constantly laying in that damage for XL2.
Yeah, MVP going over on to Speedy. For an honorable mention from the side of Alduin, I